Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to test 7 in our GAT course. What is the measure? And start with question number 1. What is the measure in degree of the interior angle of regular octagon? You know that the octagon is a polygon that consists of 8 sides. If you wanted to use the rule says that 8 minus 2 multiplied by 180 give me the sum of the interior angle. So it's 6 times 180, and then you are going to divide the answer by 8. I prefer not to use this. Since I'm looking for the interior angle and you forgot what is the measure, you can find the exterior angle by dividing 360 by 8. And 360 divided by 8 is 45. And then you can go and find the interior angle. Interior angle in this case is 180 minus 145, which is equal, minus 45, which is equal to 135. But if you wanted to find the, follow the rule, 6 times 180 and divided by 8, it will give you the same answer, 135. Regarding question number 2, the approximate value of 8, and the approximate means that what is the nearest value to 8 multiply 0.75 multiply 0.499. We know that this is 8. 0.75 I can write as a fraction 3/4, and 0.4 approximately half. 2 times 4 is 8. So I can cancel it with the 8. So 3 by 1 is equal to 3. Or you can say that half of the 8 is 4 and 3/4 of 4 is equal to 3. Regarding question number 3, if 3 over x plus 6 over 4 is equal to 3, then x is equal to what? First, I know that 6 over 4 in the simplest form is 3 over 2, which is equal 1.5. So I'm going to move this 1.5 to the other side. So 3 over x is equal 1.5. And 1.5 as a fraction is 3 over 2. So as we can see, I have the same numerator, so the denominators are equal. So the right answer is 2. We can notice that I did a mistake. I have 2 choices, but you can choose one of them. Regarding question number 4, 5 to the power of y is equal to 11, and 11 to the power of x is equal to 5. What is the product of x times y? Some students may find this question a little bit difficult, but all what I'm going to do is to remove this 11 and write 5 to the power of y. So 5 to the power of y, all to the power of x is equal to 5. Power to the power is equal to multiplication. So 5 to the power of xy is equal to 5. 5 here to the power of 1. So the product of xy is equal to 1. Question number 5, the average of 6 consecutive odd number. And we said before that in case of average of consecutive numbers, it's the same as the median. So the median equal to the mean in case of consecutives. So I have 6 consecutive numbers. All of them are odd, and the number exactly in the middle is 8. So the number right after it is 9, 11, 13. And the number just before it, 7, 5, and what is the average of the first 2 numbers? And the average of 3 and 5 is the number exactly in the middle. And the middle number here is equal to 4. Unfortunately, 4 is not there, so please change one of the answer into 4. Find the value of root of 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9 and root 9 plus 9 plus 9. So 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9, I prefer not to add them. I prefer if you can write them as 4 multiplied by 9. So first, root 4 by 9 is equal to 2 by 3. Because the root of 4 is 2 and the root of 9 is 3. Then root of 2 by 3, which is equal to root of 6. So the right answer is B. Now what if I add them? 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9 is 36. So root of 36 is equal to 6. It's equal to 6. Up to you. Question number 7. It says a body moves with velocity 72 km per hour. How many meters per second? So I have 72 km per 1 hour. And I wanted to change it into meter per second. To change it from kilometer to meter, I'm going to multiply by 1000. And to change it from hour to second, I'm going to multiply 60 by 60. 60 to minute and 60 to second. How I can simplify this? by canceling the 2 zeros in the denominator, because the 2 zeros in the numerator is going to be written as 720 divided by 36. Ignore the 0. What is 72 divided by 36? We know that 36 is half of 72, so it's equal to 2. So the answer is 20 meter per second. Question number 8, what is the circumference of a circle whose area is 16 pi? What the area of the circle? Area of the circle is pi r squared. So pi r squared is equal to 16 pi. By cancelling pi, so r squared is equal to 16. By taking the root, so the radius is equal to 4. Now, let's find the circumference of the circle. Circumference of the circle is 2 times pi times r, or you can say it's pi d, or pi multiplied the diameter. Pi, and the diameter is 8. Notice that in any circle, this is the length of the radius, so the whole length of the diameter is equal to 8. So the right answer is 8 pi. Mr. Sham, why you are solving so quickly? So you gotta practice how you can solve it during the test once you have the idea. So my advice to you to go first into the PDF, study the questions first, and then go to the answers. And also to minimize the time of the video so I can upload it easily. Find the value of x, where is x is equal x to the power of negative 4. I prefer not to solve these questions algebraic. I prefer if you plug in the values. For example, if I plug in x with negative 1 and negative 1 to the power of negative 4, the power of even is 1. So they are not equal. So the right answer is not negative 1. So what about 1? What about 2? Of course, it's not 2 and 2 power 4. Because 2 power 4 or negative 4 is 1 over 2 power 4, which is equal to 1 over 16. And negative 2 to the power 4 will give you the same answer, because the power is even. So I go with 1, because 1 power 1 is 1, and 1 power anything except it is the 0 to the power. So 1 power 0 is 1, and 1 power negative 4 is equal to 1, and 1 power 2 is equal to 1. So I go with 1. Question number 8. 8 times 8 times 8 times m is equal 4 by 4 by 4 by 4. Then what is the value of m? You may think for the first time that m is equal to 8. No, I prefer if you can write it as 4 times 4 times 4 times 4 times 4 5 times divided by all of these, which is 8 by 8 by 8 by 8. Now, 8 times 8 is 64, and 4 by 4 by 4 is 64. This is a method. Or you can say that divided by 4 is 1, divided by 4 is 2. Divided by 4 is 1, divided by 4 is 2. Divided by 4 is 1, divided by 4 is 2. Divided by 4 is 1, divided by 4 is 2. Divided by 4 is 2. So 1 in the numerator and 4 in the denominator. So the right answer is 1 over 4. The average, the average of 5 consecutive number is 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers. They are consecutives, and the average means the number in the middle, the median. So the median is 11. So this is 12, 13. This is 10. This is 9. The average is 11. So the median is 11. Because in case of consecutives, again, the median is equal to the mean. Number 12, what is the value of x, y, z? If x times y is equal to 1, and y is equal to half, and 1 multiplied z is equal to 2. Let's take it step by step. Y is equal to half, right? So by plugging in y is here, so half z is equal to 2, so z is equal to 4, and y is equal to half. And here, x multiplied by half is equal to 1. So x is equal to 2. So what the product of x times y times z, 2 by 4 is 8, and half the 8 is equal to 4. Again, half by 2 by 4. Half the 2 is 1, so the remainder is 4. Or you can say that half the 4 is 2, and 2 by 2 is equal to 4. Question number 13. If third of a number, third of a number is equal quarter of 36. Of course, quarter of 36 is 36 divided by 4, which is equal to 9. If third of x is equal to 9, so 3 multiplied by 9, so x is equal to 27. Notice carefully how I'm solving the fraction and how I figure out the quarter or the 25% of 36. So once I have a fraction, its numerator is 1, I switch into multiplication. Number 14, a train 240 meters long passes a pole in 12 seconds. So 240 meters in 12 seconds. How long it will take to pass 960? So I'm looking for the time here. You may think by canceling the zeros, it's 24 and 96, and to change it from 24 to 96, if you are smart enough, you multiply it by 4. So in the left part, I'm going to multiply by 4, so the answer is 48. Or you can write t as 12 by 96 divided by 24. How I can simplify this? By divided by 12 is 1, by divided by 12 is 2. And 96 divided by 2 is half of 96, which is equal to 40. So in simplifying the fraction and the algebraic equations, you should be aware of more than one method of working, more than one method. Let's go to question 15. Compare between the given values, 2 out of 15 and 1 divided 7 plus half. Don't decide which one is bigger directly. Just try to simplify this one. 7 plus half is 7 and half. And 7 and half, I can write it as 15 over 2. 1 divided 15 over 2, I'm going to flip the fraction, so it's going to be 2 over 15. Oh, wow. So the left-hand side is equal to the right-hand side. From the first side, it seems that they are not the same. But when you simplify it, 7 and half, it gives you the same function. Regarding question number 16, the average of 7, 9, 13, and x is equal to 10. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers. Their average is equal to 10, and the number of the values is equal to 4. It means that the total sum of these values should be 40. Multiply 10 by 4. So 7 plus 9 plus 13 plus x should equal to 40. By adding these two values, 7 and 13 is 20, plus 9, 29. So x is equal to 40 minus 29, so x is equal to 11. Regarding question number 17, Ahmed can walk 1 meter per second, and his friend can walk 1 meter every 10 seconds. What is the distance between them after 5 minutes? So I know that in 1 minute, 1 meter per second, so I need to multiply 5 minutes by 60 seconds by 1, which is equal to 300 meters for Ahmed. And for his friend, 10 seconds, 1 meter every 10 seconds. So I need to multiply 5 minutes by 60, it's 300. But in this case, I'm going to divide the 300 by 10. I have 300 seconds, and he is moving 1 meter every 10 seconds. So he moved 30 meters. So the difference between them is 270 meters. 270 meters. Question number 18. Which of the following is a prime number? To have a prime number, it's not supposed to be divided by any value. So I'm going to cancel the first two because both of them are divisible by 5. I'm going to cancel b because it's divisible by 3 and divisible by 9 and divisible by 11. So the answer is 101. Regarding question number 19, what the value of root 75 plus 25 divided by 5? It's a very easy question because it's 100 divided by 5. 100 divided by 5 is root of 20. So of course I'm going to cancel b and d, and I'm going to think is the answer is a or c. We can write 20 as 4 multiplied by 5. Why I think about 4? Why I didn't write root 20 as 2 by 10, for example? Because 10 is not a perfect square number, and it hasn't no root. It has no root, sorry. So Why I wrote it as 4 over 5? Because 4 can be written outside the root as 2, and the remainder is 5 inside. So the right answer is A. Go back to the lesson of radical and study it well if you missed any of these steps of work. Question number 20. Root of 9 to the power of x is equal to 81. Root of 9 to the power of 2x is equal to 81. How I can move the root? If I want to move the root, I will move it to the other side as power. So I'm going to write it as 81 to the power of 2 is equal 9 power 2x. And then I can write 81 as 9 power 2 or to the power of 2, which is equal 9 to the power of 4. So 9 power 2x equal 9 power 4. So 2x is equal to 4. So x is equal to 2. This is one method before, but you may have another method, which is easier. Root of 9 power 2x. The root is taking half of the power. So it can be written as 9 power x. So root 9 power 2x is equal to 9 power x. And 9 power x is equal to 81. So 9 power what to be 81? 9 power 2. So you can solve it algebraically, or you can solve it by using the properties of the. Regarding question number 21, Yara is twice old as Omar. Yara is twice old as Omar. But 6 years ago. 6 years ago, it means that Yara, you are going to subtract 6 from her age. She was 5 times as old as Omar, but Omar at that time wasn't old. It was O minus 6. How old is Yara now? So you may choose the values, you may solve it algebraically. This is O for Omar, this is not O for 0. So I prefer if you can try Yara, Omar. If Yara now is 24 and she's twice Omar, so Omar now will be 12. 6 years ago, Yara was 18 and Omar is going to be 6. 18 is not 5 times of 6. So we change to another number. I may change to 16. 16, so Omar is 8. 6 years ago, she was 10, and Omar was 2. As we can see, 10 is 2, 5 times of 2, so the answer is 60. Let's go to question 22. 2. Regarding question number 22, find the value of 2 plus 2 power 2 plus 2 power 3. 2 plus 2 to the power of 2 is 4, 2 to the power of 3 is 8. So 2 plus 8 is 10, plus 4 is 14. 14 divided by 7 is equal to 2. So the right answer is 2. Number 23, half of 2 to the power of 2 times 4 to the power of 3. You have many methods to solve this question. Half is 1 over 2 times 2 power 2 times 4 power 3. I may change it all to 2. So it's half, which is 2 power negative 1, 2 power 2, and 4 power 3 is 2 power 2, all power 3. So it's 2 power negative 1 times 2 power 2 times 2 power 6. So it's 2 power 7. Or you can say 2 power 7, by the way, is 128. I'm supposed to change this to 128. Or you can say that it's half times 2 power 2 times 4 power 3. And half 2 power 2 is 2. 2 times 4 power 3, which is 2 times 64, which is equal to 128. Regarding question number 24, 6 times 8 is a rectangle inscribed in a circle. Rectangle inscribed in a circle. In this case, the diagonal of the rectangle is the diameter of the circle. Diagonal of the rectangle is equal to the diameter of the circle. So the sides of the rectangle 6 and 8. So of course the diagonal is 10, because 6, 8, 10 is one of the well-known triangles. If you don't know what are the well-known triangles, please go to the video that have the title special right angle triangle or well-known right angle triangle. So the radius in this case will be 5. because the diagonal is equal to that. If you can apply Pythagorean theorem, 6 squared plus 8 squared is equal to x squared, and figure out that x is equal to 10, it's okay, go ahead. By using Pythagorean to figure out that the diagonal is equal to 10. Finally, question number 25, compare between 100 minus root of 1, which is 10 minus 1, which is equal to 9, and the root of 82. 9 is root of 81. So of course, root of 82 is greater. Or if you are comparing between the root of 89 and 81, you can square both. This one give you 81, this one give you 82. So 82 is the greater value. Wish you all the best. Wish you enjoy the solution and explanation.